this is Gerhard with my last blog in my university life, reflecting on the community media module. It was interesting. I know some students don't particularly like blog writing, but I do really enjoy blog writing. So there was one blog about Hinckley community media. I discovered there was some radio station, a hospital radio, a local hospital, the smallest hospital radio in the UK. And there was a Hinckley Times, which only runs one page of the very local news, and the rest is run by the Leicester Mercury. Then there was a blog about Wyoming community media, indigenous people engaging very much in community media, in media production and education, etc. Then there was a blog about contested spaces. This was very interesting, in particular as we had a tour throughout the city centre, and memorable places, of course, are the Clock Tower and the Jubilee Square, where the climate protests on 20th of September last year took place. Then, of course, there was an expo, or ITHA Expo. I did various bits and pieces for the expo, like the climate song, a very interesting soundscape with at the end a song of the Chilean protests, where players of 1,000 guitars, they played a song, and protesters sang along. It was quite impressive. That was one soundscape. Then there was another soundscape for the entrance hall, and various sounds were composed, with didgeridoo and koala bears crying and fire and thunder and all those sounds mixed together. An interesting experience. Was done in Logic Pro X to compile in a timeline, and I learned a lot. Good learning experience. And then there was, of course, my engagement with Twitter, which was very exciting. I was already privately tweeting a lot, and now there was ComArt's DMU Twitter account. We gained in a short time 200 new followers, which means we followed perhaps 1,000 people. One night I just could not stop following people, and I reached the 400 following limit, and I had to go to sleep at 3 o'clock at night. So we had also 200 tweets and an audience development plan, and our own tweet of the floods in Leicester, down at Foss Park. So altogether, a very interesting experience, even though there were some hiccups at the beginning and in the expo as well. But I learned a lot, and I'm very happy and grateful. Thank you very much.